It's all looking good for me online, brother. I can't be able to get any heat. Ah, okay. Is that a Pepsi? Oh. Please grab me a Pepsi, please, mate. Is that right? Oh, yeah, of course. All right, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm drinking Pepsi first.
2 seconds, sorry. How are we doing, everybody?
Great, not as good as you though, man. First of all, I guess congratulations on the knockout win. But you've called to fight at MSG. You got a relatively known name in the UFC, and you got a performance like that, 3-0 this year. So I guess what are the emotions now that you got through it?
It's a mixture of happiness and relief as well. Not that I put pressure on myself or I've got but I know what I can do in the octagon, and to go out and do it, regardless of the stage, to go out and get it done in Madison, to go out and get it done, in the UFC is big enough, but to go out and get it done in Madison Square Garden, like I always dreamed of, my first finish in MSG, that'll live forever, brother.
The commentary was noting that whenever your opponent would switch to southpaw, you would immediately just throw that kick up the middle, and he didn't seem to have an answer for that at all. Is that the game plan, or did you just notice it worked and this is what I'm going to do moving forward?
No, I'm lucky. I've got such a great Thai coach, Heem. There he is, Heem. Cop Cup. That we worked those moves a lot, and that kick is easier to land on a southpaw, and it's harder to catch, stab deep. So I just wrecked his calf with the kicks, which made him go southpaw. And then the teep was there, and it was quite an easy fight, I thought, up until the knockout. I'm proud of how I fought in there. Super relaxed, controlled the distance, fake, land the shots, get out of the way of his big wild punches, which we were expecting. So, job done, and that knockout was good. I'm very happy about that.
Well, you said it was an easy fight, but I don't know if you've seen the scorecards. One of the judges had him up 2-0, the other ones had it split. So if he had somehow won that third round, he might have gone away. He could have gone away with his win.
And that would be an absolute travesty, wouldn't it? You'd all be, come on. Are we unanimous in saying that I was maybe you want to say 1-1, but I thought I was 2 up? No. Did anybody not think I was 2 up? Or am I stupid? 1-1? 2-0. 2-0. Yeah. So that's everybody in the room. Yeah. So yeah, do you know what I mean? Stupid that is. But hey, don't leave it in the hands of the judges. I've done that loads lately. So maybe it would have been calmer if I did again, but the right hand from God landed.
You immediately hit the Hulk pose and then started to look like you were yelling at the commentary. So what were you saying in there?
Saying, who's the man in New York City, brother? Just on repeat, walking around the cage. Who's the man in New York City, brother? Yeah.
And they showed a video clip. It looked like Chael was talking to you before you made the walk.
Yeah. Well, when I got the fight, I just straight up asked him, can he walk out with me? He said yes. Then it turns out he was busy. Not busy. The commission said no. The commission are very strict here. I couldn't even drink a beer on the way back. Still looking for a cold beer if anyone's got one. And with Chael, actually we found out in the dressing room just before I fought that he probably couldn't make it. He was busy with ESPN, but he somehow, of course he found a way down there. You know what I mean? And I saw him on the way around. Didn't expect to see him. Giving him embrace, and that was have you seen the video? Oh, amazing. Yeah, that's crazy. We're there smiling, laughing, and then I walk out, and then a few minutes later, history was made. Amazing.
Well, obviously 3-0 in 2024, 3 numbered events, 3 big pay-per-views. So I guess what do you want moving forward? The commentary seems to think that you deserve a main card spot.
You think?
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, well, I think so. Hey, the sky's the limit here, bro. I'm just going to keep going and keep going. I'm going to keep getting better. Every fight, I'm going to get better. Every time you do that walk, the weight cut, you improve as a man. And I just fought a good guy there. Everyone was loving that Bassil Hafez. He could have easily beat that Jack Della, and he's number 4 in the world. So, look what I just did to him. And big respect to Bassil, but we're still just scratching the surface. You know, I've got a mental career planned out here, and it's just slowly starting to unfold in front of everybody else.
So going off of that, what's the next step in this plan? Because obviously, you know, you wanted, when you fought in Manchester, you know, I want to fight MSG, you know, WrestleMania 1 happens here, I want to do this. And then now what's the next step for you?
We're going to have to see where Monday Night Raw is on Monday. Or SmackDown. We're going to have to keep it rolling while I'm over here in the States. Going to enjoy myself tonight. Going to enjoy myself tomorrow. Going to relax and just drink in what I've just done. Look, that is history. Do you know what I mean? MSG, knocking somebody out like that. First UFC finish like that. Thank God I did it.
Also, look, I think you're the only one to acknowledge the scale
Well, give it a kiss. Well, yeah, of course. I'm big on history. I think the greatest human being to ever walk the earth was Muhammad Ali, and that I was stood on his scales with Joe Frazier. Amazing. Just look at that. I took comfort. I took comfort in thinking, am I going on or something? Is everyone laughing at me? I took comfort in thinking I was taking part in this historical weekend before the fight had even unfolded, you know? So, look, amazing.
It looks like the next SmackDown's in Utah and the next Raw's in Arizona.
Okay, we'll keep your TV sets on.
Oban right here.
What's happening, mate, right?
So thing about Bassil is usually he's very aggressive coming at his opponent, but this one you were freezing him with the feints, picking him apart from range. Are you surprised that he wasn't trying to come at you more aggressive?
No, funnily enough, I watched an interview of his, which I never normally do, but I'm glad I did, where he said he's going to take away the brawling and fight a little bit more technical. And when I heard that, I thought what makes him good and unpredictable is that wild swinging where he mixes in his takedown attempts. So when he come out and he just let me control the distance, I just thought, oh, Bassil, this is not going to end well for you, you know, as the fight was unfolding. I was just setting things up. He was going to walk into one of them, and he did.
Obviously, fighting is a huge part of the sport, but so is the personality. And the people who have big personalities, they grow. You know, they go up the ranks much higher. You have a big personality. So tell me, how far until you think you're fighting ranked opponents?
Or should I tell you how far until ranked opponents are fighting me? We'll see. I don't really... mate, if I was putting something on and like giving a false personality... I don't know. The personality thing, I'm just being myself, I guess. And if that means I shoot up quicker or I shoot up slower, I'll never stop being me. And this is me. Unfortunately for some of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it.
Oban, right here.
All right, mate.
DC said on the broadcast that he saw a family member of yours in the elevator at the hotel who talked about how crazy it was to go from watching you in the pubs to watching you in Madison Square Garden. How does that feel for you?
Well, how many people get to actually do a childhood dream? It's mad, isn't it? It is mad. And I guess when I was in the pubs, in my own little head, I was in Madison Square Garden, pinging the shots off, you know? Yeah, it's been a lifetime of dreaming, a lifetime of working. It's not always come my way, but I'm glad I never gave up, you know? It is so surreal. And I was emotional today. I was speaking to my mother, speaking to my friends. When I sat and think the journey I've been on, much like most fighters on the card feel, to go from where I've come from and what I've been through in my life. And I get to give moments like that to my family now. And, mate, I'll be a proud man forever. And then nobody can take that off me. No chance.
How much family did you have who you're here with you for this week?
I had my mother. My father is always with me because I got a flag which was made when he died, and it's as old as the time he's been passed away. So I was in Shakey's pocket in the corner. My brother was here. My cousins, my auntie, my uncle, aunties and uncles, cousins, best friends, like I class as brothers, sisters. Everybody, so many people came. And it means the world to me that they spent their money to come out here. And I'm so glad that I give them that now, because they're going to go right off their handlebars after that.
So UFC London just got announced for March 22nd. Could that be the event we see you at next?
Well, by the sounds of it, I don't think it's a pay-per-view, so I don't know if they're going to put me on it by the looks of things. Nah. We'll see about that. I said before the fight that I can't look past MSG, and I don't want to look past what I've just done there. That's just wherever I fight, it'll be biblical. Probably is going to be that though, isn't it?
Yeah, it probably should only be pay-per-views for you now if you're going to have knockouts like that, huh?
Well, they're probably going to make the UFC London card a pay-per-view if they put me on it. So,
Oban, Chael Sonnen showed you the move that he used to break John Jones's toe. Do you plan on using that one day?
That was the game plan for this fight, but Bassil didn't shoot the takedown, so he's probably lucky he didn't. At least he's got all of his toes intact going home tonight.
I understand. Now, you're beloved by the people. You're becoming a household name. You also have a degree in business management. I'm wondering, do you have any business ideas or ventures to make more money in the future?
It's a good question. Yeah, I definitely have. Figuring out ways to invest my money in the best way. I've got a good support system around me. I'll definitely be doing that. But the business management degree was kind of a degree I picked up to figure out how I'm going to manage myself one day as this fighting commodity. So I'm doing well so far.
And last question from me. Your coach, Richard Shore, he's been through so much. Really inspirational guy. Also posts a lot of funny tweets. What's your best memory with him, and what's the most important lesson he's taught you?
Wow, that's nice, isn't it? How can we even narrow that down, Jakes, huh? Tonight's got to be the best memory. I'd say today, playing cards, while I just got off the phone to my mother crying, he put his phone down for once, put his cereal down or whatever he's eating at that moment in time, and we played cards before I come and got on the bus, and just chilled me out and made me feel at ease about the whole thing I was about to do. And I don't think today's got to be the number one, innit? Yeah, so that today. God bless him.
Oban, back here.
Big man.
For a long time, like during the COVID period, it seemed like you and Ian Gary were pretty much like not on a collision course, I suppose, but it seemed like that was a fight that fans over in Cage Warriors were interested in at the time. What do you reckon of him getting the title shot next?
Oh, that's brilliant for him. I'm happy for him. He's doing his thing. He's getting it done, and he's called for the fight, took the fight, and clearly the other big boys didn't want it. So yeah, I'm happy for him. Well done, Ian.
Obviously, in your UFC career, you're still fairly young, but when you see him, like someone who you were right up there with at that time, and people were talking about that fight being a legitimate thing, it must make you kind of fancy it. Like, I'm not a million miles off of fighting for the belt already. Yeah. I mean, me and Ian, we came up. It's like we came up through school together. You know, we were like classmates, and then I stumbled, got held back a year in school, if you will. Got held back a couple of years in school, you know, like the naughty kid who didn't do his exams and, you know, had to stay back while Ian did his thing in the UFC. And now I'm up here. We'll see what the future holds. I mean, I've always got on with Ian, but if that fight ever, I didn't really expect that one today, to be honest. Did I look that good? You want to see me fighting for the title? Is that what it is? Yeah, I guess. And last one, how do you reckon?
I don't find title fights. Title fights find me.
And last one, how do you reckon it's going to go? Do you reckon Ian will get it done?
Yeah, I'll go with Ian. He's a peer of mine, so I'll back him there. I know Ian well. Fair play to him. We all done here. Respect. Thank you, everyone.